When the woman likes the man more, the relationship has a better chance of lasting. Asymmetry stabilizes relationships.
Where have I seen that before, except done differently?
The only relationships that will last long-term successfully are as followed. When the man loves a woman way more than the woman loves the man.
Might be a really hot take, but I think a real relationship only works if the man likes the woman a little bit more.
Find you a man that is more obsessed with you than you are with him.
Women making videos saying this exact same thing. The only kind of relationships that work are where the man is more into you than you are into him, or where the man is totally obsessed with the woman. Yeah, women make those videos on TikTok and they pop off every time. Very, very common sentiment. This is the first time I've seen a dude say something like that, though, and flip it around and be like, the only kind of relationships that work are where she's more into him than he is into her. Are you? Bitch, please. I'm sorry. No. I mean, the reason that women love romance books so much is because so frequently the male protagonist is just like obsessed with the woman. He's so into her. He worships her. He adores her. He'll do anything for her. He's preoccupied with her. In particular, like Ali Hazelwood books, there's some of her books that make me really uncomfortable because it seems more like limerence. It's a weird obsession that's very unhealthy. Particularly this one called Not in Love. The whole book, I was like, this is really unhealthy. This feels like limerence to me. This doesn't feel like love, like a healthy, loving relationship. But women who enjoy reading romance novels about heterosexual relationships enjoy that kind of a plot line. They enjoy that kind of a dynamic because so many of us have partners or exes who neglected our needs, treated us like moms or maids. And obviously because we're living in a society where Christian nationalism, white Christian nationalism, is on the rise. Project 2025 wants women to be nothing more than helpmeets, to be subservient to their husbands. I just put out a video on YouTube about one of Donald Trump's nominees to the federal court in Indiana who said that women should be subservient to men. He believes that is the Christian way of marriage, where a woman completes a man. The woman is there to serve the man's needs, to complete him, to make sure he is successful in his career and in his endeavors. It's the evangelical America smoking hot wife where women are simultaneously pure and meek and subservient, but also like there to fulfill their husband's every sexual desire and proclivity. They want women to be maid, mom, mistress, but also modest. So it totally makes sense that women actually want to read about a dynamic where a man is totally devoted to her needs, will do anything for her. I get why that trope is so appealing. But I low-key thought it was weird that this dude had this take on it. And I didn't look at all his videos, but the reason that I saw that video in the first place is because another one of his super viral videos, which I think I'll talk about next after this, came through my FYP and a couple of my mutuals reshared it. And it was weird. And so I went and looked at his other videos, and that one was one of the first ones that popped out at me. A number of them were kind of red flags. But the idea that the only way to have a healthful, long-lasting relationship is for the woman to be more into the man than he is into her, like, okay, that's not even remotely true. But I get why so many men would fantasize about that version. I do think that is a lot bit of a cope. And I will say, as somebody who's been married to a man for almost 25 years, hi honey, my husband watches all of my videos. He is my biggest cheerleader, my biggest supporter. There are lots of ups and downs. There are lots of hiccups. No relationship is perfect. You have seasons where things they really suck. They're not good. Nobody has a relationship that lasts decades that is functional and happy, where it's just like a happy ending and then there's no conflict, there's no disappointment, there's no struggle, right? Especially because if you are learning and growing as people, you are loving each other through different iterations of who you are and who they are, right? You are evolving, but you don't always necessarily evolve together at the same rate. And I think it's really beautiful to be able to have a relationship where you fall in love with the next version of your spouse all over again. But I'm not gonna lie. I do think a relationship works better, is long lasting, when the man is more into the woman, when he is a little bit obsessed. I think that there's quite a grain of truth to that. But I don't know that the terminology obsessed is exactly right. And I was struggling in making this video. I was like, how is it that I can more accurately describe this? Because I think my husband like absolutely adores me. I think that I don't think so. I know that he absolutely adores me. It doesn't matter how old and wrinkly I get. It doesn't matter what I look like physically. It doesn't matter the times that I screw up. Like he's super into me. And I think that is part of a successful marriage. Or any kind of long-term relationship. And I was really trying to think like, how can I more accurately describe what I mean about that dynamic? And then I saw this video, and I think it's really helpful. I think that this creator explains really well what I'm talking about.
That survive and thrive are dynamics where the woman is a little bit more mean and the man is more patient and is kind of obsessed with her. Based on my experience working with couples, the reason that I think this holds a little bit of truth to it is because a man who you would describe as obsessed is also someone who values his partner's opinion. They care if they hurt their partner, they care about their partner's dreams, and they care about what they have to say.
She goes on to describe how women are characterized as mean when we're simply advocating for ourselves or we have healthy boundaries. And I really feel that she explained exactly what I was trying to say. It's the vocabulary we're using that is incorrect. It's not that the man is obsessed with the woman, not in the way they are in Ali Hazelwood novels. It's that he respects his partner. He cares about her opinion, her well-being. He values her as a whole human being. That's what I mean by that. And I do think that that's the healthiest kind of relationship. When you treat your partner as fully human, you respect them, you care about their quality of life, you care about their happiness, and you want to support them in their passions, the things that they care about. You want to grow and evolve with them. Like that's exactly what leads to a healthy relationship. Not the woman being more into the man than he's into her. I don't know. What do you think is the secret to a long-lasting relationship? Is it asymmetry in the relationship? Is it one partner being more invested? Because God knows if you say as much, your video is going to go hella viral on TikTok.